Michael DelSignore and Massachusetts OUI lawyer. In today's video I want to talk about what do you do if you have a breath test that was presumptively excluded by Judge Brennan's decision in the Ananias case. Now there's two categories of cases. If your breath test was certified prior to September 14, 2014, then it's presumptively excluded. If it's after that date, the Commonwealth could potentially get the results into evidence, but there's still some other challenges and motions you can make to still prevent that result from coming into evidence. But let's first talk about what happens if the court said it's presumptively excluded and you're in one of those counties where they're still trying to get the test in anyway. In that case, the government is supposed to call a witness who actually certified the machine to say that he followed a reliable procedure in conducting the annual certification. Now, based on the hearing that happened in Concord, there was no written protocol prior to September 14, 2014. That was the basis of Judge Brennan's decision. He said that they didn't have any reliable scientific method to calibrate the machine prior to that date. That's why he presumptively excluded the results. Now, you'll get in discovery, you'll get some draft, maybe a draft protocol, or you might get another protocol about the certification of the gas cylinder. So you might get some other documents, but that's still not a protocol for the annual certification. That didn't come out until 2014. So you might get a witness on the stand that's going to say, well, I followed a method. In that case, you can ask about what training the officer had. Does the OAT expert specifically remember performing the test and the calibration on this machine? There'll be a worksheet where you'll have notations filled in. That's going to be the basis of the hearing to get the breath test knocked out if it's considered presumptively excluded. There should be a heavy bar for the government to get these cases in. The hearing in Concord was a 2-year hearing. There was testimony. In my view, the government is essentially relitigating this issue. If there was a procedure, if they were following some sort of procedure, that should have been presented at the prior hearing. But Judge Brennan did leave open the possibility that some technician or some expert from OAT could come in and say, well, we followed a method and the annual certification is accurate and reliable. Now, if your test falls outside that date, there's other issues that have come up. The breath test machines in Massachusetts were all set at the wrong tolerance for interfering substances. Some of the machines were all set at different numbers. The Draeger originally set them at 60, and then it was lowered to 38, and some of the machines were set to 30. So you have different numbers in terms of what level of tolerance for interfering substances these machines were set at, and that's an issue that can be pursued when you're litigating these issues about trying to get a breath test result excluded based on the Ananias decision in the hearing. There's still some other issues you want to be sure to look at. You'll be getting more worksheets now, and you want to make sure the IR and EC are in tight agreement, and that's if you have the protocol that was produced in 2014 that specifies what the ER and EC range is. And the reason those are supposed to be in tight agreement is because the agreement between when the IR and the EC are close, that shows that there's no interfering substances. So there's a lot of things going on now with breath tests. There's a lot of different motions. You can do some Rule 17, discovery. And if you have questions on these issues, feel free to contact me. I get calls from attorneys every day. I'm happy to answer questions and help anyone who has these issues because it is complicated. There's a lot of law, and there's going to be a lot of cases that are going to be decided in the next few months. There's already been some decisions where we're ordering transcripts and getting those to prepare for the next hearing. Again, Michael DelSignore, happy to discuss breath test issues with anybody. And if you want to talk to me, you can click on the icon below, and it'll take you right to a link to reach me directly.